Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
I won't fall you down today. I know I'm not letting you lead me down that road. Thank God you left me in that way. Thank you for making me who I am today.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and towing the slab, Chris Paddock. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
And that is out of play. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Popped up. Correa sizing this one up, and there's one away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Bulbichette, batting with one down, takes a strike. Paddock with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. And a foul ball.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Jeffers down to first with it. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. They say it went.
0-1.
Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball there.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
In the air, foul off first. France makes the play, and that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Chris Bassett.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
This is Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Batting second.
So up
second
next,
baseman,
Edouard Julien.
Julien.
Bassett with a look to first. Castro dives back in safely. That's in there. And it's 0-1. Castro aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Line drive, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the ball right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So runners in the corners, nobody out. Now Correa up to hit. On a line. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
Here's Royce Lewis. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Ground ball could be 2. To Jimenez. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. But they push across 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no one left. On to the second from Minneapolis. It's the Twins 1 and the Jays 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Anthony Santander at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Santander measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Swing and a foul out of play. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Ernie Clement getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. One out, base is empty. That misses. 2-0. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
One down, base is empty. In for a strike. 2-1 now. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Will Wagner stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Foul ball. Goes down looking. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
The right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Bassett back to work. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez throw to first. And a quick out,
Batting
number 1.
sixth, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Kirk to first, out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Batting seventh, the catcher,
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike. Let's go, Ryan.
Hammer, base hit, and that extends the inning.
batting eighth, the left fielder, Trevor.
Here's Trevor Larnach.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Just
Oh,
missed.
that's a ball.
Jeffers off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
High fly ball out to left field. Santander in pursuit. He's there. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they lead it 1-0. Back at Target Field, top half of the 3rd inning. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's 1 down.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
At the plate, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And right back to the mound. Slings to first in time. And now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that one moves his feet. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Wallner drops into the glove. And that is that. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
France.
And he swings through that one.
0-1.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro. Singled and scored his first time. Fought off foul. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Oh, that was perfect
Now
execution of that curveball.
baseman,
Down and in,
Edward.
he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really
Julian.
can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Edouard Julien digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Man at first, one away.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. France, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting.
The
He's
batter,
looking very
number 4,
comfortable out of the stretch
shortstop,
after giving up the
Carlos.
leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Goodbye, home run! And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat, you watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Lewis swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in there safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner grounded out his first time. He swings and fouls one off. And that one hit to first. He'll do it himself. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage till the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still can't hear it, standing right there, but you can't get near it. Said I would do it, and now I do it all the time.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone?
Knocks it down. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
The batter, number 11.
Man at first, and now Bo Bichette. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
A little bit high, and the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
That clips the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Jimenez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one ripped left field. And out of here. His 11th of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He popped out his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Inside. And the count is 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one lifted to left. Larnach settles underneath it, and there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that misses. Ball 1.
One ball, no strike.
That one ripped, but foul. Blue Jays down a run. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
One down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in the dirt.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. He goes down looking. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Pirates, Buxton.
Just missed.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering is foul back. Buxton working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Swing and a drive by Buxton. Deep to left. Santander moving back for it. Holy Toledo! Into the second deck it goes, and they add on. It's 4-2.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
Digging in, Brian Jeffers. There's a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's a little bit high. And the count even 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Jimenez throws to first in time, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Number 9, Trevor Larnach.
So up next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. Fly to left his first time. That's in there. Strike one. That one missed.
1-1.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right
Now
there.
back.
I don't think that's a
First
strike if he
baseman,
takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
France stands in here, takes ball one low. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill, but the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Wagner.
Counterfeit, I counted your fits, led you astray in the worst way. Too legit, them hammer days, and we buck down. This is Bucktown.
Paddock back to work. Pitch is in there, and that's strike one. Wagner, 26 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Full extension makes the catch.
Byron Buxton is absolutely can't miss excitement when he's in the outfield. A diving catch there. This guy can go back, rob home runs, go to his left or right, and right there closes on it with elite speed and makes a great catch.
And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
The line to kick the pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2 balls, no strike.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how
Now
they score this.
The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
One down. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. That one's in there, 0-1. Lucas at first, one gone. Slice to right. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. He's safe. And they trail by one.
Back-to-back base hits.
The
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
One out, runner at second. Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. Flied to right his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second here, one gone. Changeup on the corner, and that's a strike.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the fifth. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
2 on, 1 out. Jimenez will hit next. 1 for 2. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Bullpen action for the Twins. Danny Coulombe up and throwing. Stewart, the right-hander, also getting loose.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
1 strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that one fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Correa tossed to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next to the
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Two outs. Late swing, fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Runners on first and third, 2 away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
This one in the dirt to second, and he's out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these Twins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way so far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Now the number 2 hitter, Edouard Julien. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's bad. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Carlos.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Carlos Correa. He's already homered here in this one. Popped up right side. Jimenez brings it in for the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. We're through 5. It's the Twins 4 and the Blue Jays 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Brock Stewart.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Leading off for Toronto, the shortstop, Paul Skenes.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
No ball. 1 strike.
The 0-1.
Hey!
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's out to center field. Buxton moves under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 in this one.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is going to go. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 4-4. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Swinging a foul straight back. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. In the air out towards right center. Buxton sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Ernie
the third
Clement
baseman,
next
Ernie
up for the Blue Jays.
Clement.
It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is in for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
High fly ball, right field. Wallner under it, and that'll do it. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. It's now tied 4-4. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Well, we go bottom 6. Down to third baseman, Royce Lewis. That one way inside.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Outside low, and now 2-0.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Varsho makes the play. 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Matt.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Has grounded out a couple of times. There's a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th.
1-1.
Oh, he gloves it to first. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton, the next twin up to him. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. Tied at 4. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
2 strike.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Ryan Jeffers now at the plate.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Bassett with a look to first. Buxton back in there.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Check swing went around. 0-2.
0-2.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating
That's the ball.
based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
2 outs. Buxton on the run. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a ground ball. Clement over to first. Inning over. 1 left for Minnesota. Score remains tied at 4.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Twins,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
48.
Justin Topa.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Will Wagner getting ready to hit.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
That's
One
way
ball.
outside. And that is ball 1. Tied at 4. Close,
No,
but
that's
called
a
a ball. And it's 2-0. That one the other way. And it's caught for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Lucas in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Yohan Duran warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Colon getting loose as well. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Hit on the ground to the right side. to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back
Blue
in a new
Jays.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
43.
Brian Burr. He last
Brian
pitched 2 days ago.
Burr.
And now for the
We
Twins,
got
Trevor
for the
Larned.
Twins, the left fielder, Trevor Larned.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Check swing, called strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in
Now
from the
that
opposite
is
side.
the first
But
baseman.
that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Ty France, the next to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. And that drops in for a strike. And that's downstairs. 1-1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Chad Green, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. And that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of
Now
the
that,
little
the
nooks,
designated
it can get
hitter,
real
winner.
tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long
Throw.
single. Nice defensive play.
Back to the top of the order, and now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one finds the corner, and that is strike 1. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's a strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do
Now
when he leaves the
batting,
ballpark
second
after this
baseman,
one. That was his
Edward.
3rd strikeout, and this one
Julian.
looking, obviously. So he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. 1 for 3. On the inside corner for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Two outs. To third. The throw to second is offline. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out.
You know, two-out errors are kind of like two-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity. They're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
And here comes Carlos Correa. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swung on, belted. That one's deep. Goodbye, home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And now they're out in front. It's 7-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. It can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brian Burr will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Chad
Toronto.
Green ready to go.
And
Number
compared to a lot of
57.
other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So 2 down. Now at the plate, Royce Lewis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Outside low, and a count 1-2. Got him swinging. Carlos Correa with the key hit this inning. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Danny Coulombe hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Number 54. Danny Coulombe.
Dalton Varsho digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
Dalton Varsho.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So back to the top of the order. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Griffin Jacks warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Fastball is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Varsho gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one inside, and the count's full.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Late swing fouled off. Coulombe in his 7th season, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 and 2.
Stays alive. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Two outs. Up the middle, Julian. They take the force out. That's out number 3. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Twins 7, the Jays 4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tommy Nance.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So digging in, Matt Waller. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Waller.
And there's a strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson up and loosening in the pen. Pitch is in the dirt, and 1-1. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Next one just misses, and that's ball 2. And down on strikes. 1 away. And next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton.
Pirates.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's outside, and it's 1-0.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
One down, base is empty. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-4. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
One out, base is empty. And now the Twins catcher, Brian Jeffers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
2-0.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And foul ball.
Count full.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find a zone.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tommy Nance is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New pitcher now for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Yeah, the batter now, Ty France. Right through there for a strike. There's the strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Ball one there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 10-4.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Willie Castro now at the plate. And that one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Got him. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner.
Now
It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Julian, the next to hit, takes ball 1. He was late there, strike 1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Flying around third is France. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 11-4. Runner at first with 2 away. Now a chance for Carlos Correa. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun. Julian leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Twins 11, the Jays 4. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Movement in the bullpen. Griffin Jacks warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He sends it into the second deck. It's 11-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair.
Designated
He
hitter.
had a pretty big melon. And
Big dome?
it took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. So, man aboard, and here is Will Wagner. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Man at second. A little bit low, and it's a ball and a strike. Now one miss.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. That one's in there. 0-1. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And that's a strikeout looking. Now only 1 out remaining. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
Kirk.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. And that's outside.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
2-1.
They're down to their final strike.
2-2.
Cologne is just 1 strike away. Up and in, and now it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of
The
pitches
center
and ends
field,
up drawing the walk.
Dalton.
Very gritty.
Here comes the
Let's go.
skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Danny Coulombe out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
They
the
hand the
Twins.
ball over to a new arm, Cole
Number 44.
Sands. On for the 30th
Cole.
time this year.
Sands.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Clement at second. Kirk on at first with 2 down. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins take this one in a blowout.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling with you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
11-5, your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I'ma stick to the mission statement. Yeah, let's get the paper. Somebody love it, hate it, no matter the situation. What? Everybody rich to someone who got nothing. And everybody broke. Whether spirit or funds, Americans tell a lie. $1 cover the